time between now and the time that it goes live. Fire away. Wow, Tim. So did he tell you what we had to go over?
Oh no, you just gave me like a rundown of kind of how you guys do it. I was just gonna more watch.
Is Tim not joining? I wanted to, but he says he has work to do. But I don't know what that might be. With visor. What? Pardon me, I'm on my nerd side.
No, that sounds
like a little crazy. I need to open this now. You know what? I feel like
it's like Christmas all over.
If it is what I think it is, I feel like it'd be cool on this.
Is this the airframe?
Oh, how does this come down? Please tell me.
Oh my god.
I know! Oh, it's so cool!
It's so cool!
Lancer Tactical Vision.
Wow, Lancer.
Is it
coming up in the world? What?
It better be answer.
If it's not, that's really
It's not full seal, so you can use it anyway.
BB resistant.
No, okay.
Not BB proof.
Yeah, so how do these helmets work? It just like opens up and just a big vent?
Oh well, so yeah, it's supposed to be able like cooler because it's still two plates, but because they're like this, it keeps the.
What'd you say?
Well, Maverick. It's not actually the box blocking you.
You can be Goose. You can be Goose.
No.
You look more like Maverick. Like you look.
Yeah,
as close to Tom Cruise as anyone else in this last cast, which is only
feel the need for speed.
Jesus.
That was the first movie I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Cool. Yep. You look
amazing.
It's funny because you got the plastic thing.
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
But it looks really cool too because it's like.
And there's this barcode scanner right there. Let me just scan that.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It honestly, I mean, like in the camera right there, it almost looks like a helmet.
It looks
from Star
really
Wars.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like when they're like a red six.
Yeah. Rogue Squadron. Yeah, because they had the orange eye shields.
Yeah.
It looks really. I hope they come out with like.
I think we're live.
It
looks like we're live.
Dark. Yeah.
Sorry, you hope they come out with what?
The dark eye pro, so it's not just clear.
That'd be cool too. I mean, it'd be nice if they had a way to switch out this eye pro. Yeah, let's get Daniel in here. There's no
I was
chair
just gonna. I guess I can.
That is so.
I know, dude. I just saw a picture on the side. I was like, wow, that looks kind of neat.
Is there another one in tan?
I don't think so. It'll have a picture on the side. Can you hand me that box, please?
Yeah.
Okay, so just to start out with, because I would assume some of you are curious just like Chris and I, this is the Lancer Tactical Fast Helmet basic version with visor PJ type. I almost pooped my pants because I was shocked that someone had finally made a helmet with a visor integrated into it that's not necessarily like a helicopter pilot or an aircrew helmet. So as you can tell, this goes up and down. This is awesome, but this is BB resistant, so I would assume you'd want to wear eye pro under this just in case. But for a film, this should be bitchin'.
Definitely like awesome prop stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you know, now that we're talking about them, why don't we at least talk about the rest of these? We've got a couple different versions.
I'll open some up.
Yeah, you take care of that. Actually, I'm going to lead right now just by introducing folks. We've got Daniel, currently the head of the sales floor. Wink. And we've also got Chris from Warfighter Airsoft, double wink. And yeah, Bob the Axeman Hildebrand. Currently, right now, we've got some, I guess, so-called specials going on. We've got Bob the Axeman's, Bob the Axeman's Rebel Training Camp coming up on October 19th. Tickets are still currently available for that game. They're getting close to being, that is legit. They're getting close to running out, so if you know you want to go to my Rebel Training Camp, Airsoft Jazz, Bob the Axeman, Rebel Training Camp, make sure to get those tickets as soon as possible because it's really tough. We feel bad when there's situations where people plan out their trip, plan out the hotel, and then they forget to buy the ticket because we really need you to purchase tickets if you know you want to go.
Yeah, and the tickets are actually filling up. We do have a limited number of slots, so you want to get your tickets sooner than later. If you guys are going to be local, but if you get your ticket at the Airsoft GI walk-in store in Walnut, you actually get a free bag of BBs. So that's just a nice thing. Go check out the store. A lot of cool stuff over there too. But don't wait too much longer because it's what. 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks away?
Today's the 7th?
Yeah. So tickets are starting to go. So
just about a week and a half away. What's up, Sam Campbell? That said, it should be fun day of Airsoft. It actually only costs $2 to $3 more than the normal entrance to SC Village. You're going to be able to play with myself, Jet from Desert Fox. If you haven't checked out his YouTube, I highly suggest that. And we're also going to have a tactical gearhead competition halfway throughout the way for the most innovative Rebel loadout. And at the end of the day, we're going to have a raffle with a lot of prizes. So for $30, you're getting a full day of gameplay at both SC Viper as well as their Woodland course on the other side. Perhaps Chris from Warfighter will be wearing his helmet backwards at that event as well. We will see. But yeah, make sure to sign up for the training camp.
Oh, if that's how
hopefully we can do one on the East Coast.
I want to do it too.
This is how Delta Seals work.
We're good, right?
All your base are belong to me. Okay. J. Pelaz. Hey, J. Pelaz. Nice. Daniel, do you have any other stuff you'd like to mention right off the bat?
I might be at that Rebel training camp game, and so I'm kind of excited for that. So it's gonna be fun because I have a new chest rig that's kind of Rebel-like. So we'll see how that goes.
Really? Well,
yes.
I am curious. What chest rig? Who makes it?
It's a Blue Force Gear chest rig, super lightweight and.
It's 110-speed chest rig?
Yeah, it's an M410, so just super simple and straight to the point. What's going on?
Keep it together. Yeah, those are.
Those
are good. We've seen. I've had a couple friends use those before, and they generally always like them. So they really like. So that will be awesome. Bob, why weren't you answering phones yesterday? I was actually answering phones for part of the day. I got an audition for the FX network early in the morning on my way back from Bakersfield, California to LA. I got a call at 8:30 in the morning, so I had to head out to that audition. I got into work around just before noon, and I actually answered quite a few phone calls while I was there. But I am sorry I missed you. I apologize.
Oh, I have a question I can ask if people are...
It's going to take a while to get back to you, but go for it. Just go for it.
Okay, question. Who is going to Irene this weekend?
This guy.
Not this guy, sadly. But
well, Daniel and I are. Chris is actually going to be crying into a bowl of his own soup.
Yes.
Sadly.
You know where I will be, though? Your guys' sale.
Oh, yeah. Damn, you got us good. Seriously, go to our sale, Echo One sale this weekend. That is good that you're going to be there because you're always pretty good figure at our sale, and it's nice to have representative of Warfighter Airsoft there. That was too comfortable. Yeah, it should be a really fun sale. If you guys aren't aware, we have an Echo One sale coming up this weekend, October 12th, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's actually really cool. Excuse me. Daniel, I went through 3 different names before I got there. Chime in whenever you feel like it. We have 20% off discount store-wide. For the first, I believe it's 10 people in line.
I think it's going to be like 25% off. Whoa, 25% off. 20% off some things we can't advertise, and I believe 30% off most tech gear.
Wow.
If I remember that right.
Well, that is news.
Yeah.
That is news to me. Yeah. We're also going to be
paid rent. So.
I know it's gonna be a really big sale. We're doing a lot of giveaways. I know we're gonna be selling some like Lancer BBs for $2, which is super cheap. So if you need BBs, stock up on BBs. I think we're gonna do like a 5 limit per customer. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I think that's what it was. But you can get like lots of BBs really cheap. Lots of giveaways.
The first 10 people in line that are waiting in line are gonna get an AG. That's what I was told earlier.
I have to confirm that, but I know we're doing like giveaway goodie bags. So I know it's going to be like incorporated into that. So I don't know. I got to make sure and confirm on that too. But I think the other cool thing that we're going to be doing that I'm really excited for is a shooting competition that's completely free, and you can try. I think we're going to go like a maximum of 3 times, and the best 3 times is going to get prizes. The top prize I think is going to be a gun, and then we're going to be giving away like GI bucks. I think the second place is 50 GI bucks, and the third person is 20 GI bucks. And so the shooting competition is going to be in the back lot. You're going to see it by the entrance and everything. And it's going to be a lot of fun that we're going to have guns for you. If you guys can bring your own guns if you would like, please make sure you bring it in a gun bag. If not, we'll supply the guns and the green gas and BBs and all that stuff too. So it's also something that's cool because I know the sales can have can have a lot, a lot of people there. So it's something that's going to be very interactive. That's going to keep people entertained.
All right. Well, before we go too further along, I got to ask you guys a question.
No.
Do you guys want to try this out? I feel like I'm hogging this.
Yes.
thing. Okay.
Yes, I do.
Good. I thought so. Here you go. Yeah. All right. So before we get too further, Airsoft Delta Squad 100, Airsoft Delta Squad 100. Make sure to check out the YouTube. These folks call the customer service line pretty frequently. Nice gentlemen. The Dude Games. I love you too. The War Hero 007. Shout out confirmed. All right, this is a question for you guys from Airsoft Nation 1. Hey, Bob, I'm looking for a lightweight compact plate carrier that's not going to break the bank. Your guys' thoughts?
Ooh. Oh, I really like the Blue Force Gear Plate Minus. I love it, but it is a little more on the expensive side.
Yeah.
Not gonna break.
But you're.
How much is it? Like $100?
It's like $100-something.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's super light. It's really compact. It's got a ton of like real estate.
Mhm.
So if you can put in a little more money to it, I'd say go with that. But
I think for plate carriers, one of the most popular ones I've seen at the store recently is the Banshee. I think everybody has seen it and knows what it is too. And for me, I've seen people like, be careful. Once you try it on, you're going to buy it.
Yeah.
It is that dang comfortable.
Yeah.
And even when I tried it on, I was like, oh my gosh, I want it. And it's just super minimal, straight to the point, really, really nice too. So I see a lot of people rocking that and like a battle belt setup. So I think that's one that people are very, very happy with. That works extremely well. Ooh.
isn't Lancer Tactical actually about to come out with some 6094s?
I was actually just going to go there. Lancer Tactical has some 6094s that are on our website for pre-order, so you can get those. I don't believe we're getting a shipment in until either, I think it's early December, so it's still going to be a little while for those to come out.
Just
if you are looking,
Christmas.
yeah, just in time. If you are looking for something now, or at least want to purchase something, I would highly suggest actually the Condor MOP-C, the modular operator plate carrier. It's very affordable. And it is a plate carrier. I believe it's actually served with military units overseas. I know there's a story of one Army unit. I don't know if they were Army Reserve or Army National Guard, but they didn't get, I think they were actually route clearance. They didn't get the specific plate carriers they were supposed to get, and they weren't going to get them in time, so they went to this private organization, a charity, and were like, hey, we want something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Condor seems to make something that will function like that. Can you help us get it? So I guess a whole two of these guys took Condor MOP-C over to Afghanistan.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of Condor stuff that if I had on my last 2 deployments, I would have taken and enjoyed thoroughly, because military issue stuff isn't the greatest, and yeah, I mean, a lot of the times you find yourself buying your own gear.
Yep.
And when you're in the military, you don't have a lot of money. So, but
Wait, what? Wait, what? Yeah.
Right?
Oh, man.
Shutdowns and stuff. But,
Actually, there's an old quote from the manual for Half-Life 2. Among all the other things like friendly fire isn't, never forget your weapon was made by the lowest bidder.
yeah.
So
Here's a quote I got to run by you, because my old sergeant used to say it all the time.
you are viewers, or you as in
No, you.
Okay, go ahead.
So, and because if I say it, I want to know if you can like spot it. Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
That sounds familiar.
It is. It's like a Marine Corps motto practically. But he said it was from Warhammer 40K.
Hope is the first
Step on the road to disappointment.
Okay, yeah. That is from Thoughts of the Day. Basically, on the bottom of certain pieces of literature or the video games, I'll have a hope for the day. Let's see. It's like hope is the road to disappointment. Free thought is the road to the abyss. Basically, all these things like, yeah, you want to do that? No, you're going to hell. You're going to hell. Yeah. Basically, it's a very dark universe. So yeah, that would make sense. Wow, you pulled that out of Warhammer.
Yeah, it was just
Solid gentleman.
He's actually the same guy that introduced me to Airsoft. Good guy, but
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I'm going to go back and answer. Somebody asked a question about how good are the Miracle barrels. I actually have one in one of my guns, and I love it. I'm very happy with that. I played with like flat hops and R hops and stuff like that too. A lot of those systems work really well, but I like the Miracle barrel because I was I was able to drop it in very easy into my gun and just use a normal bucking, nothing super tricky. So that's a quick answer to that question.
Yeah. Cali Boy, go on. Lego Nut 88. Shout out confirmed. I don't know. Felt nice. All right. What other stuff do we have to talk about? These things. All right. So We do have a very new custom gun coming out. I believe we are going to be putting this up on the website. And as far as I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, Daniel, that all the proceeds for the sale of this gun are going to go to the Wounded Warrior Project.
100%.
100% of the proceeds. That doesn't mean like, we're taking the profits and they're going to Wounded Warrior. Whatever the person pays for this gun is going directly to Wounded Warrior. So why don't we bring that gun on? I'll wait for Daniel to
make sure safe and clear first.
Massage it.
Safety first.
Safety first, as always. All right.
Blends in with the shirt.
All right, so the new Airsoft GI Custom Wounded Warrior Project Airsoft gun, or what I call the WPAG, Wounded Warrior Project Airsoft gun. Okay, so the base gun is an Echo 1 Platinum, and if you're not familiar with those, Tim has been rocking one for years, and he dispatches fools with it. It's OEM by BFC, who, as you know, is an excellent manufacturer. Right out of the box, the FPS on it is going to be 380 to 390. The parts used are a Daniel Defense Omega 7-inch rail, a Miracle barrel with a length of 365 millimeter, a Mad Bull 110 spring, and a King Arms stubby foregrip. So, with all that stuff, I mean, I saw it before it was painted, and I thought it looked awesome then, because it actually has an off-color rail kit with the rest of the gun. But with the spray painting done, pretty legit.
Yeah, that's what really caught my attention. I think it was just a solid, like, nothing super fancy, but like a really solid Omega rail system. And I actually do like the front sight post, but this paint job was spectacular.
Really nice.
Spencer did an amazing job. I mean, I will say he does know how to spray paint guns, in my opinion. And I like it because it'll work in, not just one piece of foliage. It's going to work in a variety of terrains. So that's always a plus.
Yeah.
But that said, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can't really think of anything else I would do. It's not an incredibly crazy build. It's definitely, affordable as far as a custom gun is. But, Miracle Barrel, Daniel Defense Omega 7-inch rail, stubby foregrip by King Arms, and a 110 spring by Mad Bull. So, pretty solid gun. We also have those flip-up sights. I don't know if those...
This is a Magpul Emba sight, so...
I don't know if that normally comes with...
it usually does not come with the Platinum, but I believe we added it on because it was a nice touch.
Yeah, it's probably just not on the build list, that's all.
Ah, gotcha.
You know what I really like about this is that because it's nothing... Well, it doesn't have, like, crazy rails. It still has that very military look and feel to it. Because, I mean, like, our M4s didn't have... those tubular handguards or anything like that. So it looks like something I would have seen with one of my units or the other units that we worked with. So I think that's really cool that it's a
little bit more authentic.
Yeah, it's more authentic, especially for the cause.
Yeah, and I think that's probably what I mean. I can't speak for the tech, but I feel like that's kind of what they had in mind when they were creating it, and wanted to go with a little bit more realism on it. And I think it came out really well.
Hey, is Milsim Junkie here? Huh? Is he? Oh yeah, there he is. Nice. I see him, Milsim Junkie. Or Arwen, as we will refer to him as, because that's his real name. Yeah, this is a really cool gun. I'm really excited. They actually got the paint job done, or at least it was drying earlier today. So good timing on that at the very least. And if you guys are looking for a new custom gun, make sure to head over to airsoftgi.com. This should be on the website shortly if it isn't already there. And always remember, this gun, the entirety of the proceeds of this gun are going to Wounded Warrior Project. So know that if you do buy this gun, your dollars and cents are going to an excellent, excellent cause. Isn't that right?
Yes, they are.
God bless America. All right, so maybe we can either take some questions or we can talk about these helmets. Okay, looks like questions are coming in sort of slow, so why don't we at least talk about these helmets? We already showed you the Lancer Tactical PJ type. If you guys are not familiar with airframe helmets, we actually started carrying a lot of those recently. What are your guys' opinion on helmets for airsoft?
I feel like recently there's definitely been a really, at least that I've seen in the store, and that's where I spend most of my time, a big trend, especially for those fast helmets, and I think they look awesome. They're lightweight. When I first saw them, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Tried one on, got it all comfortable. I was like, wow, I can see why everybody's using it and why they like them so much. And then I see a lot of people use headsets and comms and all that stuff. It's just a great setup too. That's these helmets are not some of them they're not too expensive, but they're lightweight, which is what I like. like some of the older style, like Mitch style helmets and stuff like that too.
A little heavy.
Yeah, a little bigger and bulkier, but like when you run with this, like I usually run just like a cap backwards, but you know I've been considering one of these for a little while because I like being, you know, quick, fast, mobile, lightweight. This definitely goes into that mindset as well. So that's one of the reasons why I like them. Not to mention all the cool accessories that you can do with them. That for me, it's almost like in the sense of accessories, like a gun, like a rail system. You get your helmet, you got rails all over the side. You can go with like nav lights and all these other cool stuff that you make it all decked out, cool patches, Velcro everywhere too. So I mean, it's a lot of fun that you can really tweak with and make it your own.
I would agree with that. I mean, the helmet has kind of come into its own in that, like, you can customize it just about as much as your gun now. Yeah. To the point where I have a good friend of mine named Gene who customized his helmet where he actually got rail segments that would hold his comms gear onto his side. He had he always keep his iPro onto the helmet. He had IR lights. He also had, you know, the regular electronic chem lights. I mean, basically, when he took it off, it looked like he was about to fly a plane. And I was like, I want that. That is awesome. Yeah. And speaking of that, where's the helmet with the visor in?
The visor?
I'm going to need that back.
Yeah,
we're going to need that back. Your thoughts? Because you've actually worn helmets for your job.
So my history with helmets was when I first got into airsofting, I absolutely did not want to wear one.
Makes sense.
Because mine were very heavy, and it just did not seem like the cat with the laser. But yeah, I just despise the thought of like having to wear a helmet for a hobby. But then I saw some SEAL team movies, and I was like, man, I kind of want to do that too. And so I tried one out. I forgot which company it is. It might be Lancer. I forgot. But I got one of these with the holes, and it was like amazed about how light it was. Couldn't feel anything. I was able to mount my contour on it. Love the holes because it vents. So don't do that.
Go on. Go on.
Because it vents when you're playing the long games. You know, you're not getting so heated up. And fell in love with them. I've got two right now. I have a Lancer Tactical Mitch 2002, which you don't see too often. Nope. Yeah, I really like that one. But yeah, I started to really like them. I'm really liking the visors.
Yeah, right?
I really want one.
Oh, and we haven't even talked about the replica night visions. You know, like the Zero Dark 3 and the...
Oh, yeah!
So I want to do the real thing, though.
Oh, yeah.
I want my old, like, night vision.
I saw some of the night vision footage Jet took when he was at a broken home. That looked awesome. I didn't realize it was only 4 and 4. But I got to say, though, I have noticed you, at least the past couple times we played, especially when was that day we were all playing JG Bar 10s, you were rocking what looked like just a regular Mitch helmet, like a K-Pod. And you had an NVG mount on the front that promptly got stuck on the camo netting.
Yeah.
But I feel like I usually see you wearing a Mitch helmet, like a regular K-Pod.
You know, so that day actually was a fast helmet, but normally now I'm wearing my Mitch 2002 because if it's still high speed, but at the same time it kind of pays homage to, I feel like, my I don't want to say general infantry, but I was infantry. I wasn't high speed. I was I worked with LAVs. I wasn't SEAL Team 6 or anything, so I feel like it kind of pays homage to that, and I really like the frontline soldier kind of feel I get with it.
Line infantry.
Yeah,
nice.
Exactly. So the reason why I always have my MVG mount on is because a lot of guys would like to try and save as much weight and not carry it, but then we'd be stuck out on a patrol that lasted longer than we thought, and then guys would be fumbling around like, oh my gosh, where's this mount? I need to put on MVGs, and I just like.
So just not have to worry about it.
Yep. So
it's always funny when you get stuck and you're just literally just in the middle of no man's land, just hoping you don't get shot.
And no one shot me though. But I don't know if that was a mercy thing or.
No, here's the thing. On Josh's end, if you guys see the video, the video is called Scouts versus Knives. Josh saw you and didn't shoot, and I saw you. He's like, I'm gonna shoot that fool. I really took one shot, and I saw Jet run up. I was like, I'll shoot Jet first. So yeah, I won't even no quarter, no mercy. Yeah. Hope is first on the road to disappointment. That's amazing. All right. Well, if we have any questions, we'll take those. But before we get into those questions, I also want to make you guys aware we do carry the Lancer Tactical Fast Helmets on our website. We just started carrying the airframe helmets, which are pretty cool because you get more ventilation than you would expect out of a standard helmet. Yeah. It also looks a little bit different. It kind of more of an imposing look.
You know what I like to see? I would actually like to see the visor on the airframe.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool because it's all just like
Then I could totally feel like Maverick.
Yeah, almost look like Space Marines. Oh, hey, look at this. Milsim Junkie's getting some proposals for marriage.
Oh wow.
You know who just got married?
This guy.
Who actually had the ceremony, because I've been married for 2 years actually.
This guy.
Yeah.
Congratulations, perfunctory handshake on air.
Thank you.
Very well played, sir.
Thank you. Jet and Level Cap were there. Jet was one of my groomsmen, and it was fun.
No, I saw some photos. You guys were rocking the blue ties, and it looks like Level Cap was wearing a blue shirt, like you didn't get the memo or something.
Yeah, unfortunately, because of the Battlefield. Yes, keep calm, Chavon. Because of Battlefield 4 beta, he was super busy, so he wasn't able to be a groomsman, but he was able to attend my wedding, so I super appreciate it.
Unacceptable.
Nah, he's a busy guy, so
he works really hard. He works very hard.
Well, I mean, it was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, you guys couldn't attend. It was mostly a family thing, but yeah.
Well, that said, I actually think it'd be good for you to at least tell our audience about what you have coming up on December 6th of this year.
December 7th.
A date which will live in infamy?
Yes.
All right.
So, Warfighter is going to be hosting a small game, an event, December 7th, 2013, which is the 72nd, I want to make sure I got that right, 72nd anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. Now, we're going to be, we're calling it Memoirs, and what it is to pay, is the word homage?
You can say
tribute.
Homage. It's usually
Tribute.
Yeah.
Homage. Sorry. Excuse me. It's to honor those that served during the Second World War, and so we're going to be having a World War II themed game. Basically, you can only use one of the requirements for this game is you can only use a World War II-esque weapon, but you can still use bolt action weapons. So, for those of you that don't have Thompsons or MP40s, or whatever, you can come out with the Bar 10s. Like we did the JG Bar 10s that we use at the Scouts vs. Knives game, or yeah, that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can basically do what we did at that game. So it should be a lot of fun. It's going to be at Desert Fox Fields, Jets Field, and December 7th. If you want to register, email Warfighter Airsoft at Warfighter Airsoft 2012 at gmail.com, or hit us up on the Facebook. What did you?
Oh, I was gonna say next time we'll write it out big on a paper.
Yeah.
So we'll just be like, boom.
But you can email us there. You can contact us on the Facebook, and we'll send you an email on how exactly to register and all that. And if you're a veteran, military veteran who is able to provide proof of military service, you get in for free. And,
solid.
Yep. We're gonna cover your admission for that. I believe you guys are very graciously giving us some raffle prizes. So yeah, we're gonna be doing flag raising ceremony at the beginning of the day. Start off with some games. At the end of the day, we'll do the raffle stuff. I can't think of the word. A flag folding ceremony.
Good recover.
Yep. And I'm trying to work on doing bonfire.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That might be tough out there because can be windy and most of that stuff is
dry. Yeah. But you know, we have done it before, and it was a lot of fun just hanging around the campfire.
It'd be awesome if you get like a big projector and a giant screen and do a movie night or something.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Like a old USO type feel. That'd be cool.
I was never actually in the military, so I don't know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, you've seen
Band of
Brothers.
Wait. I got this. I'll pretend. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Take care. All right, really quick, I want to answer some of these comments. Extra Crispy 9999 or 9999. Gentleman who keeps calling on a customer service. Great that you're here at the live show, and I'm sorry I didn't get your helmet. We talked about that. You know, it shipped too fast for me to sign it, but we will get something out to you with my and Tim's signature on there. Also, I believe there was a fellow named Justin. Well, I'm just going to say that was his name. So Justin asked, how can you get my signature or Tim's signature or our other employees' signatures for that fact? If you do purchase through us at airsoftgi.com, reach for that drink, you can leave a note in the order comments saying you'd like, let's say, I'd like to get Bob the Axeman signature, I'd like to get Tim's signature, I'd like to get Daniel's signature. This gentleman doesn't work here, so you probably can't get his signature regularly unless you go to that game on the December 7th.
Yep.
But that said, just leave a note in the order comments, and if we're here in for that day, we'll definitely sign it on there. That is not a problem at all. In fact, we like doing that. So, all right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, Dan the Man 1942 is here, and
Hey,
Greg Wong. Greg Wong is in the house. You know what I mean?
I need to refresh.
Hey, Greg, stop trying to be an operator and
Oh.
go. No, wait.
Ouch.
Go back to your heritage, 82nd Airborne, and go to the December 7th game, so you can relive those days.
Oh, that'd be legit if he showed up.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be cool.
He's 82nd Airborne. You could dress up like 82nd Airborne during the Normandy drops or the Italian drops.
I gotta say, I've never static line jumped, but from all the people who I've talked to who've done it both at a private airfield or who've done it in the military, said it wasn't that exciting. You just jump out of the plane and
I think it looks awesome.
Oh, it looks awesome. I saw Greg's video.
Yeah,
Greg's video
awesome
looks
video.
awesome. I'm just talking about like when you actually go and do it, it's not because you don't get that free fall. You basically just get that fall for a little bit and then your chute's open. You know what I mean? You don't have like 2.5 minutes to play around.
Yes, I can see. I went parasailing once, 800 feet.
That
was
fun.
Wow.
It actually really was fun. Catalina, my little mini moon honeymoon thing.
Mini moon.
Yeah, because
Hold on. Oh, go ahead.
Because we couldn't afford a full honeymoon.
Wait. Tell me about your mini moon. That sounds sexual. We're gonna move on. Okay. Wait, do tell us about your mini moon. I do want to hear about it.
Oh, the wife was actually right when I got back from my second deployment. The wife and I, because I got married right before we deployed, came back, decided to take a little trip, went to Catalina for a couple nights, and went parasailing, which was awesome, 800 feet. I definitely had that thought of like Harrison Ford, 7 days, 6 days, 7 nights, something.
Oh yeah.
That old movie where they jump off the cliff into
Yeah.
the ocean. I was like, so if I just cross my legs and do one of these numbers, I should survive this fall.
Oh, one of those. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So if you had the opportunity to go to Catalina Island, you should go.
Yeah, for us for a second. Now it's all
Yeah, the comments just kind of come back and
still sporadic.
crazy.
It's not consistent.
Well, that is cool. Catalina's a nice place. I've never actually been.
I wanted to hear your opinion on black parades. Bob, have you ever heard of a Daytona gun? And if you have, what are your thoughts?
It's a good question. Hold on while I yawn. All right, yawn over. All right, I have heard of Daytona guns. I honestly can't give you any of my experiences that will be helpful to you because I honestly don't have any experiences holding, handling, or shooting a Daytona gun. So, I would love to be able to tell you something. I just don't want to tell you something that's not true. So, I just don't have enough experience using those guns. But I have heard of them. I've seen them on videos. But do you guys have any experience with Daytona guns?
Videos. But the concept sounds really cool to have that much. Because I saw a SAW Daytona. And that thing was recoiling like no other. So it looks cool, but I'm in the same boat you are. I have no personal experience.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like I want to have a medium or a light machine gun that has recoil. That'd be so nice, but I've never used it. So I'd like to get my hands on one. Yeah.
It'd be funny is if you got the Mosin, the Gants you guys have. They had the recoil of an actual one.
Oh no!
It hurt so bad.
You're gonna
Crazy.
Boom!
Yeah.
Oh my God! You put that in the wrong spot. You're gonna break your collarbone.
Yeah,
I shot
Lord.
5 rounds
That thing kicks
one
hard.
day on a range, and it gave me a bruise on my cheek from just those 5 rounds, and it kicked like a mule.
That's nuts.
Okay, so someone is asking what the rating is on the eye shield that comes with this helmet. As far as I can tell, the visor on this is not full seal. I mean, you don't see any foam around here, so it's not full seal. It says BB resistant and it says field tested, but it does not say ANSI rated.
Yeah.
So we really can't say that. I mean, honestly, like I would say for pure safety, you'd want to wear iPro under this. But I would say this is really fully functional for at least movies. I would probably wear this down on over iPro anyway, just because it looks awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But yeah, dude, I hope this becomes more of the norm because
That's really cool.
yeah, I
And
mean,
I like that because it's still like pretty low profile too. So I know a lot of fields may not allow that because it's not full seal, but you can easily get like the Smith Optics, the boogie regulators, or like the Rear Vision EXOs, something like that. Those work pretty well with it. Oh, there come the comments.
Wow, that's the comments just going boom, 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 boom.
Hey, but there's a ton of chive on.
I know, I like that.
Awesome.
No, actually, I think it's recycling the old comments. Oh, this is funny.
Thoughts? Wait, well, I want to get this one. The GHK G5. That is probably, in my opinion, one of the funnest gas blowback guns to shoot.
Got some kick.
It was deceiving because when I first saw it, I was like, wow, this thing's tiny. Like, it's a really small, lightweight gun. Most of it is made out of a polymer, but it has such a surprising sharp kick to it. That's a lot of fun to shoot. I like it a lot.
That's what I was going to answer. Hold on.
Which one?
Well, actually, let me get to the GHK G5 as well, because that gun. You're right. It's lightweight, and because it has so much kick, the fact that it's so lightweight makes it feel like it has more kick, which is awesome. But it's made out of polymer, and that's not a downside with this gun because it's made out of DuPont polymer. So it's lightweight while at the same time it's ridiculously strong.
Yeah.
So the gun is very solid. It also is very comfortable just to hold, and more than that, like I can literally throw that in a tiny backpack on an airsoft field and have a backup ready to go right away.
Yeah.
So it's a great gun, highly suggested. Question, Bob, are you rich? Laugh with me. No, I am not. But
that's not even his shirt.
No, it was given to me. Yeah, it was given to me. All right, that just worked out real well. Let's see.
What are all of your favorite guns? Oh, that's a hard question.
I know.
All right, I got 2 answers.
I mean,
I got me first.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go.
So, I have the VFC HK416 IAR conversion.
I saw that coming.
Yes, my favorite.
You love IARs.
I love the IAR.
If you could marry 2 women, it'd be your wife and an IAR.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah,
I'm glad I came up with that. That was pretty good.
So yes, I'm really excited for the M27 that Elite Force is coming out with. Just
didn't see that coming either.
Just not the biggest fan of the color scheme,
which is based on the real gun.
But well, yeah, kind of. Well,
no, that's how the real gun looks.
I haven't seen an M27 though. I've seen the 417 like that, but I haven't seen. But then again, I just dealt with the Marine Corps issue.
No, we called Cliff from Elite Force. We're like, "What the hell, man? This looks awful." He's like, "Dude, tell the gun manufacturer that's how they made it."
Yeah. So that one and I guess you could call it the IAR's older brother, the BAR.
Oh, okay. What? I thought you would be like the IARC or something, like just some other guy. IAR. Like we already said 2.
No, I have Echo One's BAR.
I believe it's Ohio Ordnance, manufactured by Echo One.
Oh
yeah. But you just got out there. You've been rocking around with that, haven't you?
It's a lot of fun, and I won't lie, it's one of the reasons I really wanted to do a World War II themed game.
Just for the bar.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. It definitely changes up your playstyle because it's such a big weapon system, and coming from my military background, it definitely gave me an appreciation for those who served in World War II. Because like playing at Viper with that BAR was very difficult. Doing that in actual combat when you're clearing buildings and cities is just crazy to me. So yeah, I love that weapon, or airsoft gun.
That is a very good gun. It's also, I like the fact that it's got some heft to it because that's like the real BAR.
Yeah.
And which I have fired and screwed up a little bit on that one, but no big deal. We won't go into that. We only got about 3 or 4 minutes left, so let's try and get to some of these questions, with the exception of that one. Let's see, what else do we got? Have you seen any news about the AA-12? Excellent question. Wish I had a useful answer. No, we have not seen any new news on the AA-12. You guys know what that is, right?
Yeah, the auto shotgun, right?
Yeah.
I saw one that you guys can answer. Are you guys going to Irene?
Mid-caps?
Battlefield
4.
Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4.
What? Wait, what?
Battlefield 4 versus
say the
Call of Duty.
Oh, well, Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then, are you guys going to Irene?
Yeah, me and Bob are, and I'm so excited. This has been.
Yes.
I feel like this is a dream of mine for my, I guess, airsoft career. So I've been playing for like the last 10 years, and I feel like this has been the ultimate goal that I've been trying to reach and trying to attain to. Because I'll do a lot of like CQB, playing at SC Village, and like other games. I've been to Lion Claws, which was amazing. But in my mind, I feel like I've always been trying to build up to go to Irene, and this is an amazing opportunity. I'm so excited. Hopefully we get a lot of good game footage. That's going to be a lot of fun to watch too.
Irene does feel like the Super Bowl of Airsoft. I am lucky enough to have been. I actually started my my time here at GI by going to Irene. I actually I wasn't a contractor or employee with GI at the time. Basically, I had an extra ticket. I paid for my flight out there, and I got to tell you, I thought I knew what big airsoft games are all about. I was wrong. There's so much explosives there. They detonated C4 next to the American Embassy right before people came over the wire. Yeah, I tell everyone this because I just remember this moment where they detonated what I assume was a pound of C4, and I had a friend in the American Embassy at the time, and he's like, "What the hell just happened? The entire building just shut!" And I was like a block away, and I took cover on the roof. I was like, "Dude, they just detonated something huge." He's like, "I know, the building's going down, it feels like." And I was like, "Well, you better get ready because they're coming over the wire at you," and it gets hairy so fast. I remember one time I saw a vehicle just drive by because there's a lot of just locals that like play the games. Saw a vehicle drive by and had some weird hood ornaments, and it just something was a bit off. It looked a little bit sinister, and it just rolls up to a building full of Rangers. Parks right there, back pops open, boom!
Oh, wow.
Huge car bomb. A bunch of refs appeared out of nowhere. All the Rangers in the building were dead. Yeah, they're like, "You're dead, you're dead. Anyone on the roof, get the hell out!" You know, it's absolutely amazing. Yeah, and you also, this is the only event I've ever been to where you have to watch where you're going because you might catch on fire. There are certain buildings and there are certain vehicles that when hit with RPGs will light on fire. So you can't just run wherever you want to. Lesson learned, Bob. I'll tell that story later.
I just had this mental picture of you like taking cover and then your friend like, "You're on fire."
You're
on fire.
I had a good Marine buddy of mine walk up to me. He's like, "Hey, Bob, let me walk and talk to you for a little bit." I was like, "Well, what's the big deal?" He's like, "Well, you're standing next to a bunch of explosives doing blank." I was like, "I'm standing next to explosives?" He's like, "Well, that's why I walked you over here before I said anything, man." I was like, You're right. No, I would have freaked out. I would have freaked out right next to the explosives. Thank you. Is it Vince? No, I'll get into it later. There's so many stories we can't even get into live. Yeah, God. Irene, I can't wait to go back. I'm excited for you guys to see it for the first time. I feel like I'll be rewatching a movie I love a lot, like Kill Bill, and it'll be you guys watching it for the first time. I'm just gonna be like,
"That's cool."
What do you guys think? Yeah. What do you think? It's gonna be great. Anyway, what else we got? We got time for a few more questions. Let's see.
Favorite airsoft gun.
I keep hearing the GHKG5. We already talked about.
Yeah, we already talked about it. If you want to know about the GHKG5, when the YouTube when the video goes live later, just scan back to about 30 or 35 minutes. We actually went into it in a little bit of detail. This has been asked a lot. Someone was asking about the 13-inch VTAC rail. Tim uses that. It's a really good rail system. It's modular. You can move the rails around. Tim likes it a lot. I don't like it as much because Tim uses it. So it's nothing against that. I just want to have something different than Tim. But he, actually, I think both him and Josh use a certain length of that VTAC rail. So very good rail.
I like that rail, and rails like that. What? I feel like there's a...
How am I...
How am I Human Torch? Because you're on fire.
Oh, yeah! Well, that's the thing. Josh wanted to bring a ghillie suit. I was like, all right, hey, look, man.
Oh, like, I didn't even think of that.
No, I told him, I was like, this is one of the only times you have to worry about getting on fire. He's like, I was like, no, haha. No, haha.
Well, you're a spotter, so you got to watch out for him.
I'm going to run through the building. It's going to get hit by an RPG, and Josh is like, is it clear? No. So, no, literally, like, RPGs will hit cars, then flames. All right. Well, let's take one more question, then we're going to have to end the show.
Pick a good one.
That one? I keep seeing it.
No.
Stop it.
Actually, this is a good one. Connor Meldrum, how do you get into Lion Claw's Milsim games? Well, it's actually rather simple to do. You can go head over to oplionclaws.com, oplionclaws.com. That actually gives you a map of the entire country, and you can see where all the different Lion Claw's military simulation systems games are. Excuse me.
May I real quick?
Absolutely.
Sapper Leader, I heard that the Elite Force 1911 tech breaks after about 4 months of use. Any truth to that? I will say no, because a good friend of ours, Jet, has one.
Yeah.
And he rocks. Right? Yeah, he uses it all the time. It rocks. I want one. Yeah, there's nothing.
That's probably one of my favorite CO2 guns.
Absolutely.
I'm a huge 1911 fan. 1911 are awesome.
Well, anyways, sorry to interrupt, but...
That's okay. I actually want to hear your story on the 1911.
Oh, well, I've just seen a lot of good experience. Well, actually, that goes back to one of the other questions that I think we got sidetracked is what's our favorite guns? One of my favorite guns of all time are the 1911s. Have a real one, have a lot of airsoft ones. And the Elite Force one I've seen, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's CO2 powered. I'm used to the green gun one.
I'm sorry, Daniel. I tried to flip the visor down and I poked myself. No, I was trying to flip the visor down. I literally went, just poked myself down. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Bob's on fire and he lost an eye.
Continue.
No, it's a good gun. It's really I like the tan black two-tone with a rail at the bottom. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, so that's the one I have as well. And I will say I've had that for more than 4 months. I haven't used it nearly as much as Jet has, but I'm a wholehearted believer in that pistol. It's awesome. I'm actually in the market for more mags for it. It's a great, great gun. And just to cap this off, unless you guys have any other thoughts, if you are looking into going to any Lion Claw style games, head on over to oplionclaws.com. We're being invaded by folks from a different culture here. Yeah, check out oplionclaws.com. It's a great military event, military simulation series event to go to. This is going to be it for this GITV live show. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, head of shipping department, for showing us your biceps. This is Chris Resplandor. How's your P90? If you guys haven't seen, there's an old video where Tim goes over Chris's P90. So
extended barrel.
All right. Well, this has been a great live show for October 8th, 2013. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. I actually don't even know how to turn this off. Huh?
Well, if you light fire to that motor.
Ma, the meatloaf.
So is it off? Or?
No, it's not. It's still running. We literally need some. I'm trying to turn this off.
We weren't kidding.
We need an adult. We need assistance.
Wait. Seriously.
Jeez, the lights start going on.
Should we start answering Christmas?
Sure. Okay.
X.
X. What was that supposed to do?
I don't know.
I will. Thank you, Mats939. I will check my Facebook about that. Yeah, I got a private message about Birgit. Here. Oh, X. Why didn't you just say X?
Yeah, I thought you said press X. I'm like,
Mark on the left-hand side, so I stopped broadcasting.